Welcome back to the channel. This is Off the Pitch, brought to you by Azar Studios. Well, we are still in England, and because they have a culture, so today I come to you rather with the Arabian culture. The Wimbledon is in its final stage for the women, and of course the semi-final for the men. Did you see that coming? World number one, Sabalenka is out. And of course, Nonso's prediction, Iga Świątek looked like the next best thing, but we should be the winner. $1 million question. In the men's category, Yannick Sinner came very close to crashing out, but it's a star-studded semi-final. Uncanny Sam and the Bishop joins me as we look at everything that has happened in the last 48 hours in Wimbledon and, of course, the All England Club. What a tournament we have in our hand. Amanda Anisimova, the latest star, another American. Somehow the Americans just find a way to get something. But it looks like America is now the biggest problem for Sabalenka, because every time she wants to win it, there's an American knocking on her door. It was Coco Gauff,
yes.
I think it was also Madison Keys. And now Amanda Anisimova. But let's start with the women's semi-final. What went wrong for your favorite? Your favorite.
The thing is this,
you didn't expect it.
Sincerely, I didn't expect it. And probably there was this last minute chat that she did. She almost won. Do you know that she lost that game while she was serving? She lost that game while she was serving.
Part,
yeah, that was my painful part. Now, I think something is wrong with her mentally. Yeah, I'm beginning to agree. And
on the grass court, yeah?
No, generally. There's this loss of composure when it matters the most. And there's this, I don't know, this nonchalant attitude. There's this lack of concentration. She plays with a lot of carefree attitude. Because some of those mistakes are worse than schoolboy errors.
It could have been avoided.
Some of those mistakes she make, right? Just like what Rublev. I realize a lot of them are battling with a lot of mental issues from the Rublev. No, fact. Even the Amanda that you spoke about, just returned.
Yeah,
she left it for almost 4 years. She was empty.
She was tired,
She was tired. She was empty. So I think it's beginning to affect, what's her name? Sabalenka. She's been up there for years. And I think probably she's not beginning to find fulfillment again. For me, that's justification. That's only justifiable explanation to how she behaves and how she plays. Because game one, set one, she lost. Set two, she came back convincingly. Set three, at some point, it was 3-1.
Yeah, it was 4-1.
Then she came back and she did 4-4.
And
she lost that game. So you ask yourself, after that late charge, what happened? You could feel the lack of concentration. You could feel those little mistakes, those balls that were going out. Then slow movement. She was not covering the court at all. She was not covering the court at all. She was so sluggish.
Was she tired?
Each time the ball just goes off her position, be rest assured that she's not going to get
first
that
of all,
ball.
I think she struggled with the grass court. She's not been to the final of it.
Funny enough, if she's struggling with the grass court, right?
Yeah.
I mean, among the women, she's been the person that's been consistent on the grass. She was on the grass final, I think, a year before.
Last year. She lost last year.
Now, these people that are winning have not been on grass.
They've not been to any.
So you can't tell me that she's struggling on
final.
grass. She's been consistent on grass. She has never got.
But
failed to get up to some.
She don't want a Grand Slam.
Of course, now Swati that we're talking about is in final.
We'll
come to
Swati.
If you're using the issue of grass, then what we'll say about Świątek? This is the first time she's getting to a final. As a matter of fact, on grass, this is the first
time
tournament that she stayed beyond the first week.
Yes, the first round,
on grass.
Yes.
She has never stayed beyond the first week on grass.
Yeah.
So it's not about grass. I think it has to do with her mentality. It has to do something is wrong with her. Because when you say, and each time she made those mistakes, you could feel this. I'm tired.
I quite agree with the mental block, because, like you said, the last two Grand Slams,
back to back, got to the final, got beaten. Got
to the final, got beaten. Got to the final again, got beaten, and then got to the semi-final and got beaten by, in quote, a young lady who would expect her to go to have a wonderful sweep. If you look at Sabalenka's run to the final, she had the hardest route. To be sincere with you,
yeah, she does,
and she had the hardest round.
Yeah,
and she should be.
Sabalenka had 42 on first error.
That's the painful part.
You can see what I'm talking about.
You took it out of my mouth. Those errors were made by herself. It wasn't as if the player was powerful. That it was her on her own.
Of course, on
who
first
made
errors,
those crazy errors.
You make those mistakes.
Yes.
And you can't make those number of mistakes.
In the semi-final, I want to advance to the final.
That's why I quite agree with the mind block. By the end of the day, I check her record on grass and I still find out maybe the mind block is on grass.
She's still better off than the people that she's actually losing against on grass.
This year, everybody who are doing well in female category on grass this year are people who are naturally will not expect them to go this far.
Funny enough, the grass has not been anybody's favorite.
Exactly, for the ladies.
It's not
for Świątek, like you said, I wasn't surprised she got past the first week. But after she did that,
so easy.
But I told you I was quite confident due to the fact that
what happened to the final in Hamburg, right?
Exactly.
No.
I was like heading to. It seems she has gotten that mental block off her head, and wow. We'll come to her. What a game she had as well. But
you know the funniest
Sabalenka,
thing,
big
after
blow,
beating
big blow.
Mira Andreeva, who was like the
The
tournament
biggest,
favorite,
yes, the
because
biggest.
people were pushing for her.
That was the
Mira
biggest,
everywhere.
yes.
Then I don't know what happened. For Anisimova, Amanda,
But it was tight.
amazing.
Yeah, of
What a
course, I was
comeback.
going there.
Yeah, what a comeback,
Yeah.
right? And just give it to her. And if you ask me today, with what I saw from her yesterday,
think
she
she'll
has
win.
a chance. I'm not saying she's going to win, but she has a chance. Fact, she has a chance. And you know what it means to lose your dad, to lose your, I think, coach.
Coach, yeah.
Then she stayed
has
away
gone
for
through a lot.
tennis for long. At some point, she went close to a year without playing tennis completely.
yeah.
She was not on court completely. She was mentally off.
The sport.
And that happened when she was 17, 2019. She got to the semi-final. She en route semi-final, she knocked down, what's her name? Simona Halep. She got to the semi-final. After that, problem. Then what a comeback. Change her physiotherapy, I think. She
Change her
got this
physiotherapy,
shoddy
exactly.
guy. And not long
She got
ago.
a good coach, yeah.
And that's what's different right now. Look how she plays. She plays with conviction. You would love to see her
She
play.
will play better than when she was. Before she
Yeah,
left.
and you
Because
not see her
she-
play.
I'm surprised because, like I said, she's not one. You will know with being masculine, we kind of pretend she play, but she's not more masculine.
She's not more masculine,
exactly.
right.
Now,
She's
the
very
next
powerful,
phase is
strong,
for her
yeah.
to now be consistent. That's where can it happen because we've seen plenty of Americans coming. You've always
seen
said,
one-
we've
one
always
is
said
on there.
there's no next anybody.
Yeah, no
you
next
can never
anybody.
have the next
Nah,
anybody.
nah.
Like we never saw the next Venus Williams.
Now we get
Yeah.
the next
You know.
Margaret Scott.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we've seen Madison Keys, Coco Gauff all coming as Americans.
And I'm loving. See, don't be serious.
Anisimova make a name for herself.
Apart from the fact that the ladies' circuit is very inconsistent, I as a neutral, I'm enjoying it. You know why? When Serena Williams was on the helm and winning and having a stone throw and having a walk in the park, I was like, come on.
The only
is there nobody who
stronghold
could?
was either her sister or Sharapova.
Exactly. Is there nobody who could give this girl a charge?
No, but
What is she doing?
She had issue with the Lena of this whole, the Maguza of this one, so many of that.
Yeah,
At top when she was fading out.
It was
When she
Serena
was
versus
fizzing out.
others.
But
now
somebody told him something
many
that,
people around,
that she
you
was
know.
so good that she was not called female tennis player. She was called a tennis
Tennis
player,
player,
because
yeah.
of how
How
wonderful
good-
she
how
was.
good she
But that's
was,
what
exactly.
but I think, right, Świątek gave us a little of that.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-3 years ago, until the doping
that
issue
issue
happened.
happened,
That messed with her mentally. And Sabalenka is not doing that bad too. The biggest issue is what's the issue against her versus American
Is it
player?
with
You know,
is she carrying the world on her shoulders? Because a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, she's
she's
the
beginning to
big
give
team."
me
she's
the,
big-
the vibe of what's her name, Naomi Osaka. You remember when she was
okay.
there? Then all of a sudden, she
Mental
started talking about
health.
mental
Mental health
illness,
and-
and
Now,
everything.
I told you it was one of my
Let's go to Iga
She
Świątek,
invented
guys.
the sickness for herself.
Exactly.
Let's go to Iga Świątek. It was the easiest of
Yeah, it was the
semi-finals.
easiest. It was the
6-6
easiest.
love against Belinda Bencic.
I thought he would come with flowers today. You know.
So easy.
No,
And-
so
and
I have to
I-
give you a
I-
flower.
I
No,
hand them over
facts,
to me.
facts. I have to
Because
give you
so
flowers.
I was watching the girl like, come on, this
It was a one-sided semi-final.
I think it's
the
easy
quickest-
for her,
quickest
right?
in a
Because
very
nobody
long
was talking
time.
about her. Because she was not the person people were talking about coming into this tournament.
Maybe that's
so
why.
nobody
No
watched out
pressure,
for her.
no
And
pressure.
no pressure on her completely. And go back and check. She hardly plays the 3 games. Mostly she win her game in game 2.
In game 2.
And
win a
she,
match,
that's why
you
she hates
understand?
She
In
doesn't
game 2.
want it.
Normally, she hates being stretched to the third set.
She has the way of just
She
making
hates
sure everything
it
happens.
because she gets tired easily as well.
It
But
is
the
what I
second
feel
set was too easy.
It's
6
too easy,
love.
6 love.
It's
Six
easiest.
floors.
It was easiest
Yeah.
semi-final that I've actually watched. Easiest.
Too easy.
Easiest. Because afterwards, Amanda and Sabalenka was like, okay, let me
Let's
see
see
what's
something
going
we'll
to happen.
bring up. Like,
Good to see Świątek back finally. I just wish I finally conquer that wherever that actually stop her from performing. The straight she has been going through. Like we always say, you know, when we talk about these people, right? We used to forget that they are kids. So we use the word kids. They are in their 20s, in
20s,
their
they're
early
kids.
20s. So they are not emotionally strong to deal with some of these
Abdul,
issues.
where were you when you were 20?
You understand? Different story entirely.
I'm trying to crack my head.
They are not emotionally. So
Yeah.
each time this kind of thing happens, I mean, like we said, Amanda, at the age of 17, you lost your father, you lost
Yes,
this
yeah.
thing.
It was
It's
Serena
all
Williams.
crazy.
Serena
Emotionally,
Williams
you're
also had
not
a deep
mature.
when she lost her relationship. Remember that period?
That's
It was all over the place. Yeah.
Naomi that way. I mean, the Osaka that we
Naomi Osaka.
Mental health
we
issues.
just spoke about.
Yeah.
She did at the very when
Tender
she was
age.
Yeah,
She was
20,
barely
20.
20.
Yeah, many of them came out was a tender age.
I think
Emma Raducanu as well.
The tennis stars of this world,
Yes,
these
young
days,
age, yeah.
at a very young age,
They come out,
they
explode.
come out
There's a
at
change.
18,
And
they
19,
disappear.
20, and then before 23, they all disappear.
For-
And then come back at 25, 27
For
to
Benkic,
try and fight for something.
for Benkic, right? It was a surprise that she knocked down Mira Andreeva.
Was I surprised? I don't
No,
think
it
so.
was because Mira was the
No,
person.
Mira was the best, but Bencic.
Mira was the person.
Once I know about
Bencic- and Mira's the-
Bencic was astute. You know, she
I
had a game
understand
plan.
that she has a good game.
She had a
But
game plan against. She knew
before
she
the
was playing Andreeva.
commencement of the Wimbledon Open, right?
Yeah.
Did you talk about Benkic? You
No,
didn't.
we
She was
didn't.
not a favorite. So we didn't mention her name.
We spoke about Madison Keys here.
We talked about
We
Keys.
spoke about Świątek. We
Coco
talked about
Gauff.
Coco Gauff here.
Yeah.
We talked about Osaka here.
Yes.
But we didn't mention Madison Keys. We didn't mention Anisimova.
Yeah, we didn't. No, nobody saw that one coming.
We didn't even mention Andreeva as a
We
matter
didn't
of
even
fact.
Andreeva herself. Yes.
No, but when the whole tournament started, Andreeva was the face. She became like the biggest in the female.
Everybody
She
like,
was
oh, she was
losing
the
games.
one,
She was-
yeah.
Then so for Benkic knocked her out. Come on, it was a huge achievement.
But
And
this
I
is-
was expecting
so,
Benkic to
you know,
probably
people, a
stress
lot of people call the way
Świątek.
Benčić play as negative football, negative tennis.
Negative tennis.
But come on, I don't care.
No, but-
Now
I don't care
let's
about
look at the final now. Asimova versus, of course, Iga Świątek. It's looking like, it looks like.
Too difficult to call though, if you ask me. Too difficult to call.
Why do I think it's a one-sided final?
Nah, it's gonna be one-sided final. Too
Somebody
difficult
is
to
now,
call.
it's now following my school of thought.
Too
But,
difficult to call, sincerely speaking.
Why so?
Open.
because of the way
Because of
Anisimova
what I
played.
saw
Yes, the way she
Anisimova
played.
played
That was
yesterday.
that was heavenly. I think. But the problem is, can she, like you said at the earlier, I was consistent. Can she replicate it?
She is coming up against somebody who grass is not her right distance. She has 5 Grand Slam, none
Yeah,
is on
none
grass.
is grass, yeah.
One
Yeah.
on clay, 4 on hard court.
4 on the hard court.
But
So it gives her that.
Świątek is a bit more consistent. That's my problem. And Anisimova is
Świątek
just
is coming back to consistency, right?
Yeah,
And it's,
a bit more
I'm talking about
consistent.
as far as this tournament is
can
concerned. the top game
Anisimova
have been-
replicate? Because see, beating Świątek for me, I think is the high point of her career so far since she returned from that long.
Beating
issue.
Świątek or beating Sabalenka?
Beating Sabalenka,
Of course, this. I mean,
so now
since
can
she returned, this is her highest.
can she up it a bit?
And that's what I'm saying. With what I saw, see, there's a conviction right now. If I can do it against world number 1,
Then who is else?
you
Can
understand?
Who can't do it again?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with
But
you.
unfortunately, she's coming against a player who is the only player among the top 10 players.
Top 10 is left.
Left.
Here. Yeah, she's the only top 10.
I think Anisimova is 13th seed.
Yeah, she's down there.
Yeah.
Down there.
13th
She's down
seed.
there. She's not close.
So you are going for.
I am going
tough
for
call.
an open, an open this. It could go either way. I will say slightly for experience sake and everything. Iga has that little advantage. But sincerely speaking, the pendulum can swing either way. And I'm not gonna.
You still want to stick with Świątek?
You know my school of thought. You know, I don't change my school of thought. When I have a school, I try to finish and I graduate.
You did.
Exactly.
You did.
So you still want to stick with
I do,
Świątek?
come on, man. I'll go.
Well,
with that.
the better player, Okarisama said, it's an open match. Let's see how it pans out in the women's final. Of course, the final will take place on Saturday. It'll be interesting to see what the two women will bring. An American once again shining in England. Will it be Anisimova or will it be Iga Świątek? Off the pitch, brought to you by Alza Studios.